Hello, God bless you, and welcome again to my channel, The Secret Place TV. If you have been following this series, I started putting out some days ago. You observe that every day I discuss a specific, unique topic within 5 minutes. So when I started the fasting, the Holy Spirit laid in my heart to put out different subjects all through the season of the fasting. So every day I put out like 4 to 5 minutes video and I discuss a particular subject as it relates to building intimacy with God. I want to say personally in my life, the the best topic that interests me is topics that has to do with building intimacy with God, because that's my journey. I love to build intimacy with God. I love topics that has to do with bonding with the Holy Spirit. So I feel like this is an area in my life that I will explore in my lifetime. So yeah, I've written some books in that area, and I hope to explore the area of building intimacy with God. So today, the Holy Spirit laid in my heart to talk about sacrifice. Sacrifice as a way to build closeness and intimacy with God. In the book of Psalm chapter 50, the Bible said, "Gather my people to me." God speaking, He said, "Gather my people to me, those who entered into a covenant with me through sacrifice." So we enter into covenant with God. We become friends of God through sacrifice. I think I made a comment like this yesterday or 2 days ago when I was talking about Abraham. You cannot be a friend of God until you begin to make sacrifices. He's going to place demands on you. He's going to give you very difficult instructions. He's going to ask you to do things that will not make sense. God will be asking you to do things that will not make sense. Like when you tell somebody, "God told me to do this," it's not going to make sense. I'm telling you, that is why when I'm speaking to single people, especially ladies who are going to marry men of God, there are things I tell them. I tell them, if you're going to marry a man of God or a godly man who hears the voice of God, it is a different thing. It's a different dynamics, because God will be talking to him and giving him instructions that might not make sense. So sometimes God might tell him to do things that will be difficult, and you have to follow him because he's the leader, right? So you have to follow his lead. So let me tell you this. Many years ago, I was in the third year, I think, third or second year in the university, and I published my first book. So after I published the book, God spoke to me and said, I made some money. I did little book launch in our church, little book launch. So I made little money from it. And God spoke to me and said, "Give me the money you made from this book, and I'll send it to the United States of America." And when God said that to me, we were poor. I'm sorry to say that. Like, we were struggling. We couldn't pay our bills. My family, I just lost my father at that time. Yeah. So it was hard for my family. We couldn't pay house rent. We couldn't feed. And the little money I had, that was 16,000 naira in naira. So probably $16 in dollars now. So with tears, when God gave me that instruction, I obeyed him with tears. And I won DV lottery, and I came to the United States, and now I'm a citizen. So sacrifice means giving God what you cherish. At that time, I needed that money to pay school fees, but I obeyed him. So sacrifice is giving God what you cherish. That is sacrifice, and he will demand it from you. God bless you.